Football is back! Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with another upload, and today we've got a collab with Bhavss as we, Brighton and Albion, play Arsenal at the Amex Stadium. Due to this awful COVID-19 stuff, the football was paused, but however it's back on for the return, but without fans. Sorry to interrupt the video, guys, but if you have not already downloaded OneFootball, make sure you hit the first link in the description where you can download OneFootball for all your live scores, updates, and obviously as the transfer windows open, you've got the transfer news to know what your club's transfer news is going to be. It's back, OneFootball's back, and we are now promoting the app because it's the best footballing app on the App Store. I would not be promoting this app myself if I didn't have it, and obviously I have it and it's absolutely amazing. So make sure you hit the first link in the description and download OneFootball. Enjoy your day and enjoy the video. Brighton or Arsenal, who is going to win? Let's find out. Let's go to the club with Bhavss. So then, boys and girls, I am joined with Bhavss, and it's all about the Brighton Arsenal game. And I must admit, before we do continue, that this is being recorded before the Man City Arsenal game. And Bhavss, do you think you're going to win that to begin with?
Yeah. It's a hard one. No, but yes, but no. I can't explain it. It's a very Arsenal-like feeling. You think you can win, but you know you can't, but you think you can. But yeah.
It is quite interesting how you think you could beat Man City, when realistically it could just be, you know, another 3-0, 3-0 this, 3-0 that. But you never really know. But today it's all about the Brighton Arsenal game. And mate, how are you feeling for it?
Yeah, do you know what? I'm not confident, you know, portrayed to my Twitter, but at the same time I do have, it's Brighton, and what position are you in the league?
Nearly bottom, 17th.
I don't know, it's like, look, if Arsenal want to win the Champions League, get into the Champions League first, if Arsenal want to get into the Champions League, we need to beat teams like Brighton, because we've still got to verse Liverpool, which by the time we verse them, they're probably going to have league title wrapped up, but yeah, still Liverpool, you got Tottenham, you got City as well, obviously we've got verse them as well. So we've got to beat teams like Brighton. So I have to say, I'm not confident, but I'm hoping that Arsenal can get the win. I
think this is the most confident I would have to be to beating a top six side. I was just going to put it like that because you might not finish in the top six.
Yeah,
but,
cheers.
Wait, can I also just mention to the fact, you know, could you have got Champions League football if you beat Brighton last year? Was it our game which kind of like killed it off for you?
Listen, I'm not come here to be reminded of the very, very awful moments of my life. I don't know what happened that day. Do you know what? I think the game that we lost Champions League football in the Premier League last year was Crystal Palace. So it was
right, we don't talk about that one either.
It was Crystal Palace. It was Wilfred Zaha.
No, we move on from that. No, it was Glenn Murray's penalty which done it all, mate.
Yeah, it was.
You know, the 2-1 win.
It was part of it. It wasn't. All right, yeah, cool. You can say that.
It was V game, not Palace. It was V game. Okay. Glenn Murray into the back of the net penalty. Ooh. But now, anyway, no, for me personally, I think. This is a game we've got to win. Like, we've got games like, I think you mentioned, Man City. We've got Liverpool. We've got United. You know, we've got all these massive games which you're not going to win from. And to be fair, Arsenal, especially as you're playing Manchester City, you know, 2 days, 3 days before this game, you know, tired legs could be a possibility because they haven't had that much match fitness. I know I'm clutching at strings here, but this is just something you've got to consider. And to be fair, we're going to be fresh. We're going to be out running to the blocks, and we've got everyone fit and healthy already. And let's say the same applies for Arsenal. But
this is how it's going to be, right? That's going to be the first ever competitive game for like 2-3 months of not even training. Like, you'll be training at home and all that stuff. Or the environment, the way you're playing. It's Arsenal. We'd have just come up against Man City, and just say, hypothetically speaking, just say Arsenal somehow beat Man City. Yeah, somehow, you know, God gives us a win. Then the confidence is going to be high. But at the same time, if we lose to Man City, you're going to want to win that game even more, because we can't lose to the reaction. Exactly. So that's where part of me is like, it's going to be hard for Brighton regardless, but also that you don't have a game prior to, you know, the Arsenal Man City game. It's like, yeah, that might be a thing. That's your first game back, man. We would have had at least 2-3 games on our belt by then.
I see your point there, but what I must say is, you know, I think we're starting to become a bit of a bogey team for you. So I don't think you like playing against Brighton anymore. Don't you think?
Do you know how times have changed? I remember your vlog.
What do you call us, mate? No. What do you call us down the south coast? What do you call us? No. Beach.
Oh, beach wankers.
Was it? Yeah.
Nah, do you know what, Brighton?
Look at the past few results.
Notice how times have changed. You man have gone from. There was a vlog that you posted back in 2017, I think, and it was like, we only lost 2-0. We didn't get battered at the Emirates. And proper celebrating it. So now, like, you're like, oh yeah, do you know what, Arsenal? We can be Arsenal, like. So,
who would have thought? Who would have thought? You know, from playing teams like Wigan to Arsenal, I mean, that's a bit of a change. Let's clarify that. That's why I was a bit surprised.
But you know, things have changed. Arsenal's changed, and you know, new era after new era now. So yeah, no. Anyway, no, we'll move on to the lineup predictions. Anyway, now, what do you think? What do you think is going to line up against Brighton, little old Brighton?
The lineup that I've gone for Man City, I think is going to be slightly different to Brighton because, with all due respect, you're not Man City, so you're not going to come on to us. You know, there'll be times in the game we're going to have a lot of ball. I then think the only change I make to my lineup for the Man City game is I bring in Ozil for Willock. Because Mesut Ozil.
Nah, mate. I think if you start Ozil, we'll win the game.
Yeah, but do you know what? I just think.
No, I generally
Brighton
think
are a
that.
team where. I mean, look, I wouldn't be angry at Willock starting, but I just think Brighton are a team where you're still gonna have parts of the game when you're sitting back. You know, you've got like 6'7" right backs for hell, right? So.
Dan Burn.
Football there, but yeah, I just think we need to have some sort of like, you know. Ozil can make the chances. He can open teams up still. He still has the ability, you know. He's still a baller at the end of the day. He's just not as good as a baller.
Mate, I'll take Pascal Gross has more, you know, better statistics than Ozil, and that's a fact. So this season, last season, probably a season before that.
Nah, that's what I don't. Look, Mesut Ozil, right? I love Mesut. I used to love Mesut Ozil as a player. I still love him as a player. He's not what he used to be. I still sell him, right? But just put some respect on him. 27-year-old Mesut Ozil had just won the World Cup. Or 24-year-old Mesut Ozil won the World Cup, played at Madrid, balled with Ronaldo.
I respect him. No,
he's a baller, man.
Yeah.
Respect Mesut. I'm not having disrespect.
No,
fans,
no,
right?
This is the thing.
I'm not having disrespect from Brighton fans about Mesut Ozil. That is not happening.
No.
I don't care what you're wearing.
He was a baller, but he's not anymore.
Yeah, but I'm not saying he is right now.
Right, I'm going through my predicted lineup now, and to be fair, I think there's gonna be a few changes to it. I don't think for any Brighton fan we don't know what the first lineup's going to be, so it's going to be an absolute guess in the park here. But to all you Brighton fans listening, this is what I think anyway. I think Matty Ryan in goal, Montoya. You know, bringing in the Champions League days from Barcelona, winning Champions League with Barca, I think that's going to come into play. Lewis Dunk, one of the best English centre-backs, should be in the England squad, you know, every single time. And obviously, you know, a defender you'd absolutely love at Arsenal, but you'll never get him. Webster as a centre-back, you know, scores goals and probably has more goals than Pepe this season. Dan Burn, taller than any player you've got in Arsenal, you know, brilliant left back, you know. He's going to
up the genetics.
Moving on to the midfield, we've got Trossard, we've got Proper, Basuma, McAllister. Now you probably question who is McAllister. He's an Argentinian god.
McAllister's Argentinian.
McAllister. I don't know, maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong, but McAllister. You know my pronunciations, mate. It's awful.
Yeah, okay, cool.
McAllister. Then Solly March, you know, amazing, mate. If Ruben's watching this, he's gonna score a banger, mate. And I've said that for the last 2 years and he hasn't scored one. Up front, it's going to be Morpay. You know, what does Morpay do? Score goals. But he also misses a lot too. And that's the lineup I think we're going to be facing against Arsenal anyway. Do you know what? Let's swap McAllister for Moyes just so Basuma can continue laughing at Arsenal. Let's go with that one. After seeing that absolutely horrifying lineup for Brighton,
my prediction,
terrifying. You're scared.
Right, listen, do you know what? I just think with Arsenal's games that we have played already, we obviously lost to Brentford, but we had, you know, that game against Charlton, against Brentford, against Man City. That's 3 games in already, and one of them being competitive against the champions right now. I just think, look, win, lose, or draw against Man City, we need to beat Brighton. And if we lose, we need to beat Brighton even more. So, what I'd say is, I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal.
Do you know what? I've been going for a 2-2 draw for the last 2 weeks, and I'm going to change that to a 2-1 Brighton. I don't know, I'm becoming more confident. Get Graham Potter. Graham Potter is like, you know, he's saying stuff in the press right now, which is absolutely like changing, like making me more, it gives me hope. But we might stay up. But will we actually? Probably not. But you gotta have hope in life, and I think I've got hope for this game, but we're gonna win 2-1. And if we do, mate, I'll clip this one right now. You're doubting it,
listen,
but what happened last time? We beat you 2-1.
I'm not saying you can't beat us, right? What I'm saying is, like, you just have to understand, Arsenal circumstance, we need to beat you. Like, we need to beat you. That's the thing, though. We beat City, we're confident. We lose to City, we need to win anyways. So, I don't know, man. Over to Arteta, innit?
I don't know, but like we did dominate you, to be fair, like at the Emirates.
You passed the ball.
No, mate. No, I saw it.
Listen,
We dominated.
And that was Freddie Ljungberg's Arsenal. Let's not forget that as well. You're forgetting this is Arteta. This is the first time you're coming up against Mikel Arteta.
Yeah, this is the first time you're coming against Graham Potter's, you know, team where we haven't won in 2020. So we're gonna be
We've played Graham Potter a few times over the years. We versed his team when he was at Ostersund's.
But your record against Graham Potter for Brighton is 0% right now. So we're gonna make that. We're gonna continue with that. And yeah, go. It's 2-1 Brighton. I think we're going to do it, boys. We're going to do it up the Albion. This is where the fun happens, mate.
What's the fun?
I've got a few questions. I've just got a few questions for you. I've gathered 5 questions from Instagram, and generally they're so random, you know, not even Brighton Arsenal related. So I'm just gonna jump into them, mate.
Go for it.
So first one, and I think it's I think I know who you're gonna say anyway, but you know, the simple one which all Scottish fans want to know is, you know, Rangers or Celtic?
Oh, Rangers or Celtic. Alright, this is gonna sound weird. I only prefer Celtic because of the kit.
Oh, what? Oh, I generally thought you were going to say Rangers.
And Kieran Tierney as well.
That's awkward.
And Kieran Tierney as well.
No, that's awkward. No,
I don't hate
that's
Rangers. I don't support any of them. I just, if I had to pick one.
No, to be fair, I'm the same. But
I
like,
hate
Monagers,
Rangers. I
like, it's
like
got
both
to
teams,
be.
innit? So up both of them. Yay, Scottish football. Yay!
Moving on, first Arsenal game. A lot of people have actually said that. So, what was your actually your first Arsenal game?
My first Arsenal game was, as in the one I went to, or as in the one that I watched?
Yeah. Went to.
My first ever Arsenal game. Sorry to disappoint you guys. Well, competitive game or non-competitive game. My first ever game was a friendly Emirates Cup 2017. No, sorry, not 2017. My bad. It was 2015. And then the next season, I went to my first competitive game, which was Arsenal versus Liverpool. First game of the season. We lost 4-3. And yeah, I think it was we were winning the game, and then Liverpool blitzed us. Coutinho scored a free kick. Mane scored his first game for Liverpool. Lallana scored a banger, and I was like, oh, okay. And then after the game, actually, I didn't get onto AFTV yet. I somehow managed to go viral because of AFTV, because I was in the middle of the crowd as Troops was giving his interview, and I'm right next to Troops. This annoying little, tubby round kid is just saying, bring back Shabak, just saying utter bollocks basically. And yeah, the comments have got into me, but that's my first ever. That's me.
Now, moving on, will Arteta win a trophy for Arsenal in 3 years?
An FA Cup for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get into the Europa League next year again. I wouldn't be surprised if we went and won that, because that would be our 4th or 3rd season in that. I just think Arteta, I don't know, man. I think he can win the Europa League or maybe Premier League. Oh
no, right. I think that's a bit too far, mate. I'm not sure you're going to sign this summer if you do sign anyone.
No, but you know what? You say it's too far, but all it takes is like 2 good transfer windows. Look at Liverpool. They had like an awful team that was finishing 4th and 5th, right? They signed Van Dijk, Alisson, Fabinho in the space of a year, and they're challenging for the title. So
this is a question which someone wants to ask, and I want to know your opinion on it. Who would win in a fight, Alex or me?
Alex of Fusion. Was he, considering Alex still sleeps with a teddy bear?
Oh no!
I want to say
video coming soon on your side.
Yeah, I want to say it's probably Fusion. I just have Fusion.
Thank you.
Fusion's got that hardcore aggressiveness. Like he's like, whereas Alex is like, he's nice at heart. So he'll be like punching, he'll be like, Fusion, are you right? And he's like,
I give you right to the draw. Are you okay, son?
Yeah, exactly. So whereas you'll be like, oh,
I'm not that aggressive.
Nah, I just think
I'm a nice chap.
Let's go then. Conor McGregor comes outside. Yeah, mate. What are you saying?
You've been watching too many vlogs where I title it hooligans, scraps, and scenes and everything.
You've got man like Alex who sleeps with a teddy bear. Come on, man.
But now that's all the questions, mate, and I think this is going to be a wrap to the video. So if you guys have enjoyed the video, man, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to Bhavss, because he is absolutely smashing on YouTube right now. I'm not here to lick his arse, but to be fair, go subscribe to him, link in the description. I was going to say the I button, but obviously they've taken it down now, so that's unfortunate.
Polls, not the I button.
That's how much I don't know my YouTube, mate. Alright, the I button's up there, it's somewhere up there, whatever corner it is. His channel is going to be right there, mate. So, yeah, guys, subscribe to his channel. He's smashing it right now. He's well done on 10k.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate it.
So, yeah, that's going to be a wrap to the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like, and I'll see you guys in another upload. Goodbye, guys.